All right. So if you guys have a something that can be used as a strap today, there's a couple postures that might come in handy. There'll be a couple things where if you don't naturally reach your foot, then having something like a bandana, a t-shirt, a sock, if you have an actual strap. So just look around and see if you can grab something that will just be able to extend your hands. You might be flexible enough that you don't need it, but keep that next to your mat. We're going to use it. I'll just use my bandana today. And let's go ahead and start on our backs. So you can start with the legs long, or you can have them bent. And maybe today, if you feel like it, put one hand on that chest and one hand on the belly so you can really feel your breath and focus on deepening that breath and settling into practice tonight. See, as you inhale, if you can lengthen the breath, really have that hand on the chest raise up as you fill the lungs with air, and then really filling up the belly so you can feel that other hand come up as you exhale, letting all that air out with the belly and the chest. Noticing if you're holding any tension in your forehead, in your jaw, your shoulders or hips. With every exhale, see if you can relax a little bit more. Following your breath tonight and moving in whatever way feels good in your body. Take 3 more breaths here, letting go of your day, coming into the practice. On your next inhale, let the arms and legs stretch nice and long. Really pushing through those heels, getting that nice length through the body. And then we'll walk the feet over to the bottom left corner of the mat and walk the hands over to the top left corner of the mat. Maybe even holding onto the right wrist with the left hand. Make sure you're keeping your right hip and your right shoulder down on the ground, stretching out that right side of the body. And if you'd like to go a little deeper, you can take your right ankle and hook it over your left ankle, but just make sure you're keeping that hip down on the ground. Let's take 5 deep breaths into our right side of the body. Really getting length today through that torso. Let's inhale back through center, stretching nice and long. And then as you exhale, bringing those legs over to the bottom right corner of the mat and the hands over to the top right corner of the mat. And again, option to bring the left ankle over the right. Breathe into that left hip, that left side of the body. Inhaling through center. And exhale, draw those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Take some time to squeeze the knees in and rock a little bit side to side, front to back. If there's an intention or theme today you'd like to focus on, maybe I should focus on feeling good about myself and not comparing, kind of letting go of that ego and insecurity. Just enjoying being present here with you guys tonight, going with the flow. Coming to stillness here. Let the knees come wide, reach between the knees, grab onto the outer edges of those feet, coming into your happy baby. You can also use your peace fingers on your big toe if you'd like. Again, maybe you feel like taking stillness or rocking a little side to side, just starting to open up these hips. Letting the knees draw down around the side of the body. You can always grab onto the shins or the back of the legs if you're not reaching the feet yet tonight in your practice. And let's hang on to that right foot and let the left leg stretch out nice and long. Pushing through that left heel, keeping it active, coming into this half happy baby and feeling that opening on the front of the left thigh, through the hips. And then bring that right leg through center, holding on behind the leg, bringing it towards the body, maybe giving yourself some ankle rolls clockwise or counterclockwise, starting to stretch out that hamstring. And if you do have that strap nearby, feel free to bring that strap around the foot. If you can reach the foot or the toe, feel free to do it that way. Keep that left leg active and just start to pull that leg back to you. You can notice I'm not locking out my leg. I'm keeping a little bit of a bend there, really targeting this hamstring. And bringing the strap into my left hand, letting that leg come across the body, but keeping my right leg, keeping my right hip on the ground. So I'm not twisting here. I'm just getting a stretch on the outside of this hip, this thigh, maybe even giving yourself a little massage there. IT band. Or you can let that right arm come up to the side. And we'll inhale that back through center, taking that strap in the right hand this time. And I'm going to let my right leg come out all the way down to the side, trying to keep my left hip on the ground. So if I start to come up, then don't come down that far. Just coming out as far as you can, starting to open up that leg. You can bend into the knee as well a little bit if you'd like. Make sure you're not locking it out. Just let gravity help you get into the stretch here. And it doesn't matter how close your leg is to the ground, as long as you're feeling your edge Breathing into that leg and exhale, releasing a little bit deeper. We'll inhale that leg back up through center. Bring both knees into the chest, give them a hug. Open up into your child's pose, your happy baby. Getting my babies and my children mixed up. And then we'll hold on to the left foot this time and let that right leg come long, opening up through the hips. Take 3 more breaths here in your happy baby. Right foot is active, feeling that stretch on the front of that right hip. And then we'll bring that leg up towards the ceiling, holding on behind the thigh, giving our ankles a little bit of love here. Rotating them in both directions. And then feel free to keep holding on behind the thigh or grabbing that strap again, bringing it to the foot and starting to let that hamstring open up. So again, keep that little bit of a bend in the leg. Find your edge and breathe there. And taking that strap in the right hand, we'll let that left leg come across the body, starting to stretch out the outside of that leg, trying to target that IT band, maybe giving yourself a little massage. You find one of those pressure points, you can just hold some pressure there, seeing if you can release a little bit through the side of the leg. Take one more deep breath here. And then bringing that strap into the left hand and letting that left leg come out to the side. Trying to keep this right hip down on the ground. Flexing through that right foot, opening up through the thigh. Breathing here. And we'll inhale that leg back up through center. Bring both knees into the chest. Give them one last hug. And we'll make our way up all the way through seated onto hands and knees. So you can feel free to rock forward and back, massaging out that lower back. Or you can roll over onto your side and just push yourself up. And this might be fun. I really like this rocking. It might be fun to cross your ankles, hold on to opposite feet, and then as you come up, coming through cross leg and coming right over your feet. So it might be fun to play with that rocking a little bit forward and back. But either way, make your way up all the way over to hands and knees. Setting up for our cat-cow, letting those palms come right beneath the shoulders, the knees right below the hips. As you inhale, drop that belly, gaze comes forward. And as you exhale, curling through the spine. Follow your breath here, moving through your cat-cow, whatever feels nice for you tonight. Taking these nice organic movements. Every inhale, as you're filling the front of the body with air, expands you through the front of the body. And our exhales usually lead to us folding over, contracting in some way. Might feel nice to take some big circles with those hips. And Just take 2 or 3 more breaths here, following your own breath. On your next inhale, come to a nice straight spine. Make sure all 10 fingers are flat against the ground. We're going to press into the top of our feet, ground into those hands, and let the knees hover just an inch off the ground. So we're engaging our spine here. Breathe here for 5 breaths. Working our abs, waking our abs up a little bit here. One more inhale. And exhale, drop those knees. Inhale into your cow, dropping the spine. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale to that flat back. And exhale, hover those knees. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, curl through cat. Inhale to that neutral spine. One more, staying strong through those hands and wrists. Bring the knees off the ground, 5 breaths. Try to keep that spine nice and straight, engage that core. If this is too intense, you can keep the knees on the ground and just engage your belly. Inhale here, exhale, release. Inhale, drop the belly, and this time as you exhale, sit all the way back into your child's pose. You can bend into those elbows and give the wrists a little bit of a stretch. Inhale, back up to hands and knees. Curl those toes, exhale, push back to down dog. Let's take 5 breaths in our down dog, giving ourselves time to open up through the back side of the body. Noticing how your hamstrings feel today. Maybe pedaling out those feet. Maybe even taking the stance a little bit wider today. Just feeling how that gives you a different stretch through the calves, through the back of the legs. On the bottom of your exhale, walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale through that flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. And as you inhale, bend the knees, straighten through your back, and inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Let those palms come forward, arriving in our mountain pose. All the days do seem to be blurring together as we make our way through all these weeks, but at least this week we have some really nice weather to look forward to. Longer days, nice weather. Let's do some sun A's with the side bend. Inhale those arms up. As you exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale through center and exhale to the right. Inhale into a slight back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back, plant the palms, step it back. I'm going to do a modified vinyasa to start, dropping to my knees, elbows staying close to the body. My chin and my chest hit at the same time. Inhale, baby cobra, and exhale, push back into down dog. Breaths here. On the bottom of your exhale, bring those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Adding that side bend, exhaling to the left. Doesn't matter which side you do first. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale, slight back bend, getting that length of the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the mat. Step it back, option to do a modified one, or this time, come up to your toes. Elbows stay close to the body, chaturanga, flip onto the top of the feet. Inhale, up dog, thighs and hips are off the ground. Exhale, engage the core, bringing the hips up and back. Down dog for 3 breaths. While that exhale, bring the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale those arms up. Exhale to the left, side bend. Exhale through center. Inhale through center and exhale to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the mat. Step it back, flow through your vinyasa. From down dog, let's plant into the left foot and work our abs a little bit here. So inhale the right leg back. As you exhale, come forward into plank, curl through the back and draw that right knee all the way forward. Inhale, pushing the hips back, letting the right leg come back into a 3-legged down dog. Exhale, come forward into plank and bring the right knee out to the right elbow. Inhale, pushing back to 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right knee across to the left elbow, coming forward into that plank. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, this time bringing that knee all the way forward and then stepping it between the hands, coming into your runner's lunge. Take a few breaths here, pushing through that left heel, feeling that nice opening through the hips. Inhale your way forward into that right leg, getting nice and broad through that heart. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up, adding that side bend, exhaling to the left. Inhaling through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back bend, and exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the mat, step it back, flow through an optional vinyasa. Inhaling, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. And we'll work those abs on the left side. Round into your right foot. Inhale that left leg high. As you exhale, curling forward, coming forward, bringing that knee in. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, come forward to plank and bring that left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee comes across to the right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And exhale, step that left foot all the way between the hands. Make sure the knee is right over the ankle so you've got that nice long stride. Push through the right heel, starting to open up between those legs. Targeting that same stretch that our half happy baby did. Really that front of the hip starting to open up here. Get proud through that heart, shoulders come back, shining forward. Inhale your weight into that left foot and exhale, step the right foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Skipping that side bend this time, we'll inhale the arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Let those palms flow through Vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. As you exhale, step that right foot all the way forward, coming into that runner's lunge. Make sure you have that nice distance between the legs. We're going to plant into the left hand and inhale the right arm open, twisting to the right for 5 breaths. Really keeping that right knee lined up right over those right toes and pushing through that left heel. I'll take one more inhale here. Exhale, bring that right hand down, and then let that left knee drop down to the earth. Untuck those toes. Get your balance by engaging your core and walk your hands up to the right knee. Keeping this left hip forward, we'll inhale the arms up overhead, coming into our low lunge, breathing here. Really think about this left hip staying forward, feeling that stretch through the quad and through the front of that left leg. Use 2 more breaths to see if you can release a little bit more into the stretch, maybe drawing those thumbs back a little further, opening into this back bend. One more inhale here, and then exhale, frame that right leg. We're going to straighten out the right leg by drawing the hip backwards and folding over that right leg. Make sure you're not locking out the knee. Keep that right hip back. You can notice a difference as you try to get that right hip lined up with the left hip. And take some deep breaths here, letting that hamstring open up. Inhale to bend back into that right knee. Come off the left knee, curling those toes. We'll walk our hands between the legs and let the left hip drop down and the right toes turn to the side of your mat, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. So taking your moment here, keep that little bit of bend in the knees, fold forward. You can have the hands come lined up with the legs. And just hang out here, breathing deep into the back of those legs, feeling the difference between the right and left side. Or if you'd like to add a twist, you can bring that left hand right underneath the nose and inhale the right arm open to the side, keeping that straight spine if you twist. And exhale, inhale, opening the other way. So either option, adding this twist or just really taking a little bit of an extended wide-legged forward fold, letting those hamstrings really open up today. If you are twisting, let's take one more to each side. If you're folding, we'll just take 2 more breaths. Coming back to center, bringing the hands below the shoulders. We're going to take this to the back of the mat. So pivot your left foot towards the back of the mat. Walk the hands around that left leg, bending into the left knee, coming up on the right toes. Coming into your runner's lunge, facing the back of the mat. When you have your nice length here, we'll plant into the right hand and inhale that left arm open to the sky, twisting to the left. Breathing here. One more inhale here. As you exhale, bring that left hand down and let that right knee come down to the mat. Uncurl those toes. Get your balance and walk your hands up to that left knee. If you're feeling stable there, let the arms come up overhead, coming into your low lunge. Breathing here. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your hands around that left leg. And bring that left hip back, straightening out the left leg and folding over it, keeping a micro bend in that left knee. letting that left hip really draw backwards, almost as if you wanted to, without actually moving your heel, like you were going to drag your heel back. And noticing how much more that intensifies the stretch on this left hamstring. See if you can take a few more breaths surrendering here. We're going to make this into a bit of a flow. So as you inhale, bend back into that left knee, come off your right knee. As you exhale, walk the hands between the legs, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to get straight through your spine. And as you exhale, turn the right foot back towards the front of the mat. Walk the hands around the right foot, come up on those left toes. Plant the left hand and inhale your right arm open, twisting to the right. Exhale the right hand down and drop the left knee down. Inhale the arms up overhead, low lunge. Exhale, straighten through that right leg and fold over it, half split. Inhale, bending back into that right knee and curling the left toes, bringing the left knee off the ground. Exhale, walk the hands between the legs and come into your wide-legged forward fold, facing the side of the mat. Inhale, straighten through your spine in the wide-legged forward fold. And as you exhale, walk your hands to the back of the mat, pivot the left toes forward and come up on your right toes. Plant the right hand and inhale the left arm up, twisting. Exhale the left hand down, drop the right knee, uncurl the toes. Inhale, arms come up overhead, low lunge. Exhale, left leg straightens out, folding over that left leg. Inhale, bending back into that left knee, coming off the right knee. Exhale, coming into your wide-legged forward fold, facing the side of the mat. Inhale, straighten through the spine. And as you exhale, come back to the front of the mat, bending into the right knee, planting the left hand. Inhale, the right arm open. Exhale, the right hand down and the left knee down. Inhale, arms come up overhead, low lunge. Exhale, straighten through that right leg, folding over it, half split. One more time, back and forth. We'll inhale, coming back into that right knee, coming off the ground, the left knee. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, both feet point towards the side of the mat. Inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, pivoting to the back of the mat, framing that left foot coming up on the right toes. Inhale, the left arm open, twisting to the left. Exhale, that left hand down and the right knee down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, straighten out that left leg, folding over it. Inhale, bending back into that left knee and bringing the right knee off the ground. Exhale, one more wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, pivoting back towards the front of the mat, planting into the left hand. Inhale, the right arm open. Exhale, the right hand down and let the left knee come down. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, fold over that right leg, straightening it out, bring the hip back. Let's inhale, bending back into that right knee, curling the toes and bringing the left foot off the ground. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward, coming into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, flat back, plant the palms, step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Planting into the left foot, inhale the right leg high. As you exhale, bring that right knee all the way forward. Getting your nice distance in your runner's lunge. Get your balance here. We'll inhale the arms all the way up into our crescent lunge. Settle in here for 5 breaths. Really push through that left heel. Again, feeling that opening through the front of the leg. And let's let the left heel drop down, opening into warrior 2. So that left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The right knee is nice and open, right over those right toes. Shoulders are away from the ears, gaze is out over those right fingertips. Breathe here. Really pushing through the outer edge of the left foot. Seeing if you can go a little bit deeper into the right knee. 2 more breaths. Let that right palm flip towards the ceiling, lean forward slightly. Inhale the right arm up, reversing the warrior. Then exhale, windmill the hands down. Step the right foot back, flow through a vinyasa. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhaling down dog. We'll take it to the other side. Inhale that left leg high. And exhale, step that left foot forward. Get your balance here, and we'll inhale all the way up into our crescent lunge for 5 breaths. Pushing through that right heel this time. Trying to keep those shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. One more inhale. As you exhale, let the right heel come down, opening into warrior 2. So really keeping that left knee open, pushing through the outer edge of the right foot. Flipping the left hand towards the ceiling, leaning forward, inhaling the left arm overhead, reversing your warrior. Exhale, windmill those hands down, come up on the right toes, step that left foot back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling through up dog. Exhaling through down dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. And in the bottom of your exhale, bring those feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's build onto that flow. Inhaling those arms up. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to the mat. Step or hop it back. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Inhale, arms come up into that crescent lunge, and exhale opens you up into warrior 2. Let's inhale to bring the right arm up overhead, reversing. And as you exhale, let the right elbow come down to the right knee. Extend that left arm overhead, extend into warrior. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Follow your breath here, flowing back and forth. Trying to keep those shoulders towards the side of the mat. So we don't want to have that left shoulder curving forward. We want to keep it stacked on top of each other. So it's almost like we have this straight line that we're bringing our body forward and back on. And then the next exhale, with that right elbow down on the right leg, let's hold our extended warrior. Really having a nice long line coming all the way from the outer edge of your left foot through those left fingertips. Breathe here. Option to straighten out that right arm, opening up that right knee a little bit more, coming into this variation of extended warrior, or you can keep that right elbow on the right knee. We'll take 2 more breaths in our extended warrior. As you inhale, reverse your warrior. This time straighten out that right leg, feeling that nice stretch through the right side of the body. We'll take an extra breath here. Keeping the right leg straight, bring the arms back into your warrior two stance. So you've got your left foot still parallel to the back of your mat, your right foot still facing forward. Let the left hip kick back slightly, lean the whole body forward, and then let that right arm drop down and the left arm come high, opening into your triangle pose. Same thing, you want to keep that left shoulder stacked on top of the right. Make sure you're not locking out that right knee. If you want to use a block here, feel free, or something to bring the ground up towards the hand. Breathe here, feeling that nice big opening through the right hamstring. And we'll bend back into that right knee. Come all the way back up through your reverse warrior. Right arm comes up overhead. Exhale, windmill those hands down around the right foot. Come up on the left toes. Step the right foot back. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling cobra or up dog. And exhaling down dog. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Inhale, arms come up into your crescent lunge. And exhale, open to warrior two. Adding that flow there, inhale the left arm up overhead, reversing your warrior. Exhaling, left elbow comes to left knee, right arm extends overhead, extended warrior. Follow your breath here, flowing back and forth, inhaling to come back, exhaling to fold forward. Keeping those legs in that nice strong warrior two posture. And the next time that left elbow comes down to the left knee, let's hold our extended warrior for 5 breaths. You can stay here, or you can let that left arm straighten, using it to keep that left knee out even further, feeling that nice opening through the hip. Breathing here. As you inhale, bring that left arm all the way back overhead. This time straighten through that left leg. Let's hold our reverse warrior. Let the arms come out to a T. Your right hip comes back, leaning forward with that left hand as far as you can go, and then letting the left hand drop down and the right arm come to the sky. Triangle pose on the left side. Bending into that left knee, we'll inhale the left arm all the way up overhead, reversing the warrior. And exhale, windmill those hands down, come up on the right toes, step the left foot back, optional vinyasa. Inhaling up dog or cobra, exhaling down dog. Let's take a longer break this time. If you want to drop down into child's pose, feel free. Take 5 breaths here. You're in child's pose. Inhale back to hands and knees. Exhale to down dog for 1 more breath. And on the bottom of that exhale, bring the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's put that whole flow together. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Plant the palms. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Inhale up through your crescent lunge. And exhale, open to your warrior two. Inhale, bring the right arm up overhead, reversing the warrior. Exhale, extend the warrior, right elbow to right knee. Inhale, reverse and straighten out through the right leg. And as you exhale, bring the left hip back, lean forward, come down into your triangle for one round of breath. Inhaling here and exhale. Inhale, bend back into that right knee, right arm comes up overhead, reversing the warrior. And exhale, windmill those hands down, step the right leg back, optional vinyasa. Taking it to the other side, inhale that left leg high. Exhale, steps that left foot forward. Inhale up through crescent lunge. Exhale, opens to warrior two. Inhale, left arm comes up, reversing the warrior. Exhale, left arm comes down, extending the warrior. Inhale, straighten through that left leg, reverse. Keep that right hip back, lean the upper body forward. Exhale into your triangle for one round of breath. On your next inhale, bend into that left knee and reverse the warrior. And exhale, windmill the hands down, step that left foot back, flow through your vinyasa. And we'll take 3 breaths in our down dog. Bottom of your exhale, bring the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up through standing. And exhale, hands to heart. One more time, adding on a little bit here. Inhaling those arms up and exhale, diving forward. Inhale, flat back. Plant those palms. Step or hop it back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, steps that right foot forward. Inhale, coming all the way up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse, straighten through that right leg. Exhale, hinge forward, dropping that right arm for one round of breath in triangle. This time as you inhale, come back up through your reverse warrior. Straighten that right leg out again. And we're going to keep our legs the way they are, but turn our shoulders forward so that they're facing the front of the mat. And you might want to even bring your left foot forward just a little bit here so you can get that left hip forward just a bit. Keep your right hand on your right hip. Let that left arm come high. And as you exhale, fold forward, letting the left hand come down to the ground, maybe even to a block. And then we're going to bring the right arm up to the side, twisting our triangle, revolve triangle. So you can bring your right hand up or maybe just to the back. Try to keep that length through the spine so you have something nice and sturdy to twist around. Make sure you're not locking up that right leg. It's going to want to really lock out on this pose. Feel that nice opening on the outside of the right leg. Breathe here. Exhale that right hand down, come up on the left toes, bend into that right knee, plant the hands, step the right foot back and flow through a vinyasa. We'll take it to the other side, inhaling that left leg high. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Inhale up into your crescent lunge. Exhale, open into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse, straighten through the left leg. Keep that right hip back. Exhale, coming forward into your triangle for one breath. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Straighten out through that left leg. Bring your shoulders square to the front of the mat. If you'd like, you can walk that right foot in slightly, but keeping it parallel to the back of the mat. Bring that right hip forward. Inhale the right hand high, hinge forward, and then let that right hand come down to the mat or to a block. Then see if you can open that left arm up to the sky, twisting into your triangle here. Again, that left knee is going to want to lock out, so see if you can keep that little bit of a bend in it. And then you can even keep the hand on the back too. Just try to keep that spine nice and straight so you can twist around the spine. Breathe here. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring that left hand down, bend into that left knee, come up on the right toe, step the left foot back, one final vinyasa. And this time, let's all settle down into our child's pose, letting that heart rate come down, slowing down your breath. Take 3 or 4 more deep breaths here. And we'll slowly walk the hands back up to the knees. Let those feet come around the side, out in front of you. I swear we must have started 10 minutes late. We've totally run out of time tonight. Letting the legs come out straight in front of you. Inhale those arms up overhead and exhale, fold forward. This is another one that if you want to use that strap, it might feel nice. Just so that you're not really cranking your back to make that connection with your feet. Everyone's different in these hamstrings. We've done a lot of stretching on them tonight. Take 5 deep breaths. Gently walk the hands up the legs. Bend into those knees and slowly lower yourself down onto your back. And if you'd like to take a supine twist or another happy baby, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, we're going to settle right into our Shavasana pose. Letting the legs come nice and long, palms facing the ceiling, letting go of that breath. It is 8 o'clock now. I would like to stay in this pose for another 3 or 4 minutes. So if you have a hard stop, feel free to drop off. Otherwise, let's really just settle in, let go of your day, see if you can melt into the earth with every exhale. Start to deepen your breath. Bring motion back into the body. Maybe bringing your thumb and touching each of your fingertips. Letting the neck move side to side. Whenever motions feel nice. Eventually taking a nice big stretch up overhead. Bringing those knees into the chest. And making your way over onto your right side for a breath or two. And with eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up to seated. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. The light and good in me sees and honors the light and good in each of you. Namaste.